I met Doc Halligan probably 2 years ago, and we were doing a TV show called Who Let the Dogs Out, and we needed an expert to do health tips for dogs, and so we actually started working with Doc Halligan. And it's been really a great association. But during that time, Doc Halligan was a shelter vet, and she worked in the shelters and she helped all the animals, but she also had to euthanize animals because that's what you do as a shelter vet. And she said to me one day, you know what, I can't do this anymore. I won't do this anymore. I want to be part of a solution to this problem. And I said, you know what, I'm working on something and we're going to bring you involved with it.
The float it's got so much fun things going on, but it's about raising awareness and education for all of the viewers out there.
It is. The goal of the Lucy Pet Foundation is to reduce pet overpopulation by having mobile spay-neuter clinics all across the country, and we're also supporting animal causes. Yeah, it's horrible to have to put animals down for space because they're, time's up. People don't understand, well, don't put them down. Well, if you have 100 coming in a day and you only have 12 getting adopted, you can't keep piling them in. And so, unfortunately, you have to put them to sleep. And that's what we're here, is to stop the numbers coming in. And the only way you can do that is by birth control, spay, neuter, education. And what's great about Lucy Pet Foundation is we can go all over, wherever, because we're mobile.
This is our, this is my first float for the Lucy Pet Foundation, and I thought of this idea for a float probably 2 years ago. I mean, I already know what we're doing 2 years ahead with floats, but this is a really special float because we have Chris Perandi, who's a terrific trainer, who actually goes into the shelters, takes out rescue dogs, takes dogs off death row and turns them into star athletes. So he's actually in the center ring doing some amazing frisbee tricks and high-flying dogs. And then we have another person that works for him, Samantha, who's a terrific trainer from back east, and she actually taught one of her dogs to do the double dutch. That's when you have two jump ropes together. It's an amazing thing that the dog can do that. I mean, I can't even do a single jump rope.
I don't think I could either.
And back here we have Daniel, who's the beagle mix that survived the gas chamber in Alabama.
And don't forget about Jose Pila, who is a war veteran who suffers from post-traumatic stress syndrome. A lot of veterans suffer from this, and so he adopted a dog named Ranger from a shelter. Again, another coup for a shelter dog that goes everywhere with him. And he told me he actually couldn't sleep until he had Ranger. And they have done studies that your blood pressure drops when you're in the presence of a dog, petting an animal, positive power of pets. So the Lucy Pet Foundation is supporting animals being used to help veterans with post-traumatic stress syndrome.
And part of what Ranger does for Jose couldn't be out in crowds. And yet here he is going to be able to be on the Rose Parade, and that's due to his dog Ranger. So very, very special to have a whole float full of rescue dogs. Dogs that, would have been euthanized, yet here they are performing and giving lots of smiles to everybody's faces, and it's unbelievable.
And everyone can benefit from having a pet in their life.
So go to your shelter and adopt a pet today.
And donate, LucyPetFoundation.org. Quarter a day to neuter and spay. Quarter a day to
You gotta teach me that.
I gotta teach you that.